William, hey.
Yeah.
Oh man, these headphones I'm using sounds really fucking weird. Oh Jesus Christ. That's not the opening zinger. That's not
Okay.
the opening zinger. Okay.
I figured.
Okay, the opening zinger is hey, so how was that Twilight Zone episode? Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it yet. Okay.
Oh, we have to discuss it.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
we have to. You have to watch so we can discuss it. There's some revolutionary things I found out.
I mean, yeah, I figured, like, I'm just trying to find a good place where I can stream it, but...
It's the episodes on YouTube.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, jeez. I figured YouTube would probably, like, keep it off or something, you know?
Yeah, apparently YouTube doesn't go after a Twilight Zone episode from 1985.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, once you watch it, there were some shocking things I found out about that episode. That makes sense.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, but since we don't have that zinger, I have to do a backup zinger. All right. William, this is my backup zinger. William, hey, do you want to commit treason?
What?
William, do you think it's hard to commit treason?
Why out of the blue? Why are you gonna ask me that? Sure though. Okay. We'll go with it for now. I'll go along with it.
Yeah, but hey, do you think it's actually hard to commit treason? Like, can I just go commit treason if I wanted to?
I mean, you can. It'd be hard to actually maybe succeed, and even then, if you do succeed, it'd be hard to get away with it.
But like, here's the thing with treason: when you commit it, how do you commit treason, right? Right? Because back then, during the Cold War, it was selling the fucking selling our nuclear codes or whatever the fuck to Cuba or Russia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what the fuck do you do nowadays to commit treason?
I mean,
right?
You do whistleblower stuff like with the fucking Snowden and shit, yeah.
Oh, is that it? But you have to be in that type of position. What does a regular guy like you or me have to do to commit treason nowadays? You know.
Well, you
ever think? Like we can't do that. We don't have that computer. We're not part of the what Sweden was what CIA, right? Was it the CIA that he revealed?
I don't know. CIA, FBI. Wait, was it maybe FBI?
Or whatever Joseph Gordon-Levitt did, right?
What do you mean Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Was it Joseph Gordon the one that played him in the movie?
Okay, yeah, but you say Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but you were gonna make me think that it was Joseph Gordon-Levitt that actually committed treason.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt commit treason?
No, he didn't commit treason. Freaking Edward Snowden. I can just look it up, dude.
Oh yeah, sure, we'll look it up. Edward Snowden. All right. Reveal for the
NSA.
Yeah,
the NSA, right?
And he was a CIA. Yeah, but like you see, because Snowden was in that position to commit that. But what does regular people like if I were to go into the street and ask some guy, hey, you want to commit treason with me? What do we do? Like if I just walk up to a random person like, hey, yo, you want to go commit some treason? It'll be a fun weekend.
Jesus Christ.
We'll get the boys and we'll bring a 6-pack along.
Oh my god.
It's like a camping trip.
A camping trip. Oh my god.
Do you think treason's like a camping trip? You and the boys just go out for the weekend.
Yeah, they just bring a fucking picnic basket with, and they just bring.
You bring some fishing poles and you put it in your pickup truck. And you just go out and drive and commit treason over the weekend.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what they do.
That's exactly what treason's like.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly how it is. We have no sources on this, but that's exactly how it is. You can trust us.
Exactly like the treason that Steven Seagal committed in Attrition. Attraction? What the fuck?
It's Attrition.
Oh, Attrition. Or also known as, apparently this movie is also known as Final Mission, apparently. It's where the fuck this was doing.
Yeah. It's apparently called Final Mission, yeah. Also
AKA... Oh, only in Norway though, apparently.
Why Norway? Why of all places Norway?
Oh, in Brazil. In Brazil it's also called Final Mission.
It's okay then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's 2 different titles. Oh fuck this movie. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh fuck, I hated this movie.
Yeah.
So remember I tell you how Steven Seagal's film career just goes down a slope.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
This is the fucking continuation of that. This is a 2018 Steven Seagal movie. So the last one we watched was what? 2005, right?
Yeah, it was 2005. So we have.
Oh, yeah. So 13 years later.
Yeah,
we're
13.
Back,
Yeah, 13 years later.
Steven Seagal returns in Attrition. also known as Final Mission.
Also, I'm pretty sure oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna read. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. Okay, Austin.
Okay.
Before we make any jokes on anything else, I'm gonna read the plot synopsis, which is short as shit. And because apparently nobody cares about this movie.
No one cares about the. Hey, if you think the plot synopsis for this movie is bad, wait till you look at the plot synopsis for the next movie.
Oh no! Oh god. Okay, let's get to it. All right.
All right. Hey, Wim. You know what they say in the business? Let's do this, Steven Seagal.
Oh my god! No one says that at all. Anyway, plot synopsis. Here we go. Haunted by his violent past as a special forces operative, Axe emigrates to Thailand and converts to Buddhism. Ensconced in the village as an acupuncturist and martial arts practitioner, Axe is one day approached by a Mr. Yuen. Yuen pleads with him to rescue his eldest daughter, Tara, who has been kidnapped by a trafficking ring led by Q-Mom.
Oh, Yuen. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Q-Mom.
I thought it was the actual UN.
The actual UN. Okay. No. Anyway, Axe eventually agrees to the job and puts together a team comprising That's not. No, comprising. No, that's the correct word. Comprising of. They don't have of. Businessman Chen Man, and fellow ex-operatives Yin Ying, Infidel, Hollywood, and Scarecrow. Not the greatest names. At a medical hall in Mongla, Axe is confronted by Q-Mom's right-hand man, Black Claw Ma, but swiftly knocks him out. Thereafter, Axe's team raid Q-Mom's nightclub, and Chen Man finishes off Black Claw by killing him in an axe and broadsword fight. Axe rescues Tara and kills Q-Mom with her broadsword. The film ends with Axe delivering a soliloquy on the erosion of traditional values and the corruption of Asian martial arts.
What the fuck is that line? What the fuck does that last line mean? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I know. Here's the thing, though. When they say that, like, throughout this whole movie, there is no statement at all, really, that would actually tie into the ending where, like, it just, out of the bumfuck nowhere, Steven Seagal is like martial arts is dying, man. Everyone just uses it to hurt others when we should be, focusing on what martial arts is truly supposed to be.
Dude, this movie made no fucking sense. Jeez, I hate everything about this fucking movie. Holy fuck.
God.
I hate this movie more than I hate Into the Sun, right? Was that the last one?
Yeah, Into the Sun.
Yeah, I hate this movie more than I hate Into the Sun. First of all, Steven Seagal was visited by fucking ghosts in this movie, apparently.
Yeah,
by naked Asian ghosts that ended up going nowhere. I thought this fucking ghost was supposed to be haunting them or some shit, but then, no, it just fucking shows up and doesn't do anything. What the fuck was this point of this naked Asian ghost?
Yeah, I know.
That fucking shows up.
Okay, so just to give some context, the thing with Steven Seagal's character here, Axe, is a guy who, like, as it says here, he's haunted by his violent past, right? So he's like, he wants to live a life of peace and comfort and stuff. Now this is, what's also funny, Austin?
Also Steven Seagal wears his fucking stupid fucking glasses in this movie.
Yeah, it's a lot more noticeable here.
Yeah,
but
this is around the time when Steven Seagal started becoming a big fan of sunglasses.
Yeah, and so it's like, what's funny, Austin, though? Remember in the last SPOILERCAST, when I was talking about fucking Into the Sun, and I was talking about how it could have been the whole thing where, like, Steven Seagal is looking to live in peace and comfort or whatever, and stuff, and it turns out it's like. So I feel like somebody time traveled into the future. Listen to this SPOILERCAST. Listen to what I talked about Into the Sun, and decided to go back in time and make Attrition.
Wait, are you saying is that you demand writers credit for Attrition?
I demand.
Are you saying someone should edit this Wikipedia page with your name and it's like written by William I?
Yes, look, I demand writers credit for this film. Okay.
Oh, hold on, wait. The screenplay was written by Steven Seagal. Do you think Steven Seagal listened to this?
He went back. He goes into the future. Listens to our SPOILERCAST just because we had hashtag Steven Seagal, and then he goes back in time and says, "I'm gonna write this story out now." And then
these guys are genius. They know how to write story. They could write my film career from now on.
Jesus Christ, man. Hey.
I can hear my PS4 turn on. I can probably turn that off. Oh, by the way, I'm playing Assassin's Creed 3 right now. That's why I'm talking about treason, by the way. That's the context.
Okay.
I just don't make up random zinger just because they have an outlandish question, right? It's related to a real life issue that goes on, like treason in Assassin's Creed 3. Like in Assassin's Creed 3, a fictional video game based on real life, alright? My real life questions are based on fictional video games. My real life questions are based on fictional video games based on real life events, okay?
Good God. Alright. Nice to know. Now I know whenever you have a backup zinger, I know you'll be playing a video game while you're doing it.
I'm playing Assassin's Creed 3 right now. Oh, fucking Christ, it's this game. Oh, fuck, climb up the fucking tree.
God.
Fuck. It's so fucking hard to climb up trees in this game.
What else is fucking hard? To understanding what happened with this movie.
Okay. Yeah, I did not understand this fucking. Oh god, this movie was a whole fucking mess.
Like the thing is, what's weird is like this movie makes sense to a point, right? Because it's like it's this whole thing where like.
Wait, this movie was like two different movies in one.
No, yeah, because it's this whole thing where a bit kind of like a third, but it was more of a subplot thing. But it's this whole thing about Axe trying to find peace in Buddhism because of his haunted past. Yeah. Also, the opening.
And also that Steven Seagal is a big fan of Buddhism.
Yeah.
He based it on his real life.
Yeah. Also.
Climb the fucking tree, Connor. Climb the fucking tree. You're fucking right there. Grab the fucking branches.
Also, there is the problem with the fact that like fucking like I hate the opening sequence. Just to say it right out, because it's like I know it's supposed to show
the opening scene, or the opening title, the credit scroll.
The opening scene, with him being all like how he's saying, oh yeah, I have, you can't really if you kill, you end up perpetuating the cycle type of thing, and he like in that is like, yeah, sure, there's a point to that, and I'm willing to listen to it. But then it's like the opening scene with him like trying to rescue this random woman from these from what I assume are terrorists or whatever, right?
Or and it's not drug traffickers. Fuck the other one. Sex traffickers. Yeah, okay.
Sure, sex traffickers or whatever. I guess it's just like the way it presents itself is like it just kind of fucking annoys me, Mm-hmm. Like you have this like you have this woman here who is like who's basically been who's been beaten and raped and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just like when you kind of have I don't know if they're trying to be artsy or something, but she's just basically all bruised and stuff, and she's like naked in the middle of like a single bed, and she's cuffed to it, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just I don't know what pisses me off so much. I think it's more the fact that they try to make it look artsy rather than realistic is probably my issue with it, because it's like. I don't know. It's like something about that fucking thing annoys me. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, just how the scene was depicted.
Yeah, just how they depict it is probably what annoys me like the most. Like I get like the sense that they're trying to go for, but it doesn't work because I feel like it's just like it's in poor taste. But that's another thing, right?
Yeah.
But.
Just like how there's a fucking naked Asian ghost that fucking haunts Steven Seagal's dream.
Yeah.
Also, who the fuck is this ghost? Is this ghost supposed to be someone in Steven Seagal's life?
I want to say that was the girl that he was supposed to rescue.
Oh, she decided to haunt him and not the rest of his fucking team, apparently.
Yeah. To give context, the thing is like the reason she's kidnapped in the first place is because Q-Mom is Now he as we all know, he's a bad dude. He's in the trafficking business, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so the thing is with him, he apparently cannot leave his building because they also try to add a bit of mysticism, which is just very odd, and I feel like it's unnecessary. But it's like
it's like about him being a vampire or some shit.
I think so. I got subtitles for this movie, trying to understand what they were saying, but the subtitles are very poorly translated. Oh,
that's good. So by the way, I did not have subtitles for this movie, so I was very confused whenever they spoke in Thai. I thought like, oh wait, was I supposed to get subtitled for? I was so fucking and it was to the point where I did not bother to go look for subtitle. I was like, fuck?
Yeah, but it's like
I was very confused.
and so it's like
Yeah, so was that guy a vampire or some shit?
No, he wasn't a vampire.
Is that why there was ghosts in this movie?
No,
Ghosts and vampires?
No, because here's the thing, right? Because the thing is, it's like, it's said that from birth that he was cursed, right? And so, like, I guess he's sort of a vampire, but it's not like a traditional vampire thing. I think it might have to do with the Taiwanese culture, but but
he's just cursed.
Yeah, so he's been cursed and he can't go out into the sun, right? And so, so he's.
I would do the same. I would do the same. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. Okay, are we sure he's not just a fucking weeb who doesn't have a fucking job?
No, look, he's a weeb vampire. Get your facts straight, Austin. He's a weeb vampire. But
I fell. Okay.
Yeah, but but he's been cursed, right? And so like,
yeah,
the girl that he kidnaps is Tara. Now the thing is, he finds out about Tara through this guy like who owes him money, and then the guy he's like, okay, I'll let you live if you give me something useful, right? And then he says, oh, we have a woman in my village, and she's a healer. Like she's been known to heal like anything, and then he's like, okay, you know what? I'll humor you. Let's bring her in, and then I guess like somehow he just kind of believes it straight up, because he talks to Tara, and then Tara she does her own things where she's basically like, oh, I can like she's been said to heal anything, but like just like by like sunlight, she just like she can part the clouds, have light going down on a person, and they be healed instantly. That kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And so they add this kind of mysticism to it, right? But it's really weird because it's like oh, you're here to break my curse. It's like, oh, okay, it's like so that's the reason why she's kidnapped.
Yeah.
But the mysticism is just so very odd and out of place. It doesn't belong. Because first of all, because the thing is,
it feels really weird. Yeah.
Let me get this drink water real quick.
Oh, William was drinking water. Oh, there's a cow. I found a cow in Assassin's Creed 3.
Don't look, man. Don't stab the cow. Don't do it. Don't stab the cow.
You can't stab cows in this game. I found out. I was really sad. You can't stab the cow and skin them for their meat.
Not like in Red Dead, but
yeah.
Like the thing is this is a story about like a man like a special ops force, right? Who's basically converted to peace, and having to like. He's told that someone's daughter is kidnapped, who is Tara, and he's asked to go in and rescue her, right?
Yeah. The worst part, this movie is like two different movies, two half of the movie, especially when he has to go recruit his gang back together, right? His group.
Yeah.
And we just finally get their intro. They do that fucking intro scene with all of them when they do a freezer and it shows their name like, oh
yeah.
God, this is so fucking late.
Okay, let's hold on that. We'll go back to what I'm saying, because the thing is, it's like, it's the whole thing about this guy trying to find peace, and then he gets haunted by a vision by this girl, like basically Tara, right? And she's like, oh, you're at a crossroads. You can do what you like. You can make up for your past by defeating this gang and rescuing a whole bunch of other lives in the process. That type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like. And also, like, as off-putting as that vision thing is, like, I hate it if only because it implies that he's a chosen one, that type of thing. Now, this is a thing we've discussed before. Well, not really discussed, but we mentioned it. Like, in Extraction, like, there's the whole white saviors thing, right? And so, in here, it kind of feels like that. But the thing is like, in Extraction, I didn't really see it, because this is a guy who was just on a job in Extraction.
Yeah. See, that's why I didn't have a problem with that in Extraction, because it was just a guy doing a fucking job. But this movie, it's way more. You can feel that this is a fucking. Well, hold on. Wait, this is not a white savior movie. This is a Steven Seagal savior movie, all right?
This is essentially a Steven Seagal savior movie, right? Because it's implying only you can save all these poor Taiwanese folk.
Can save him or can save the girl. No other person can.
Yeah, it's so annoying because I'm like, it's like Steven Seagal is treated as a savior to the Taiwanese people, and I'm kind of annoyed with that. I'm really annoyed with that. I'm just I just rolled my eyes at it, right? But I was hoping with this introduction or with this here, honestly they could have done without the ghost thing. You could write that out, but it could have been the father is like he comes in and he says, "Oh, please rescue my daughter. You're probably one of the only people who could, right? Because because it said here that he's whatever martial artist, whatever. It's whatever. I don't care. But but
they said that Steven Seagal no martial arts. Yeah.
Right. And so it's like And so it's like I was kind of hoping that there would be a bit of a struggle here with his with his character, like an inner character conflict, where he's like,
Yeah.
do I forsake my vows for to help these people, because it's like
Wait, I think you're giving Steven Seagal too much credit, all right?
right, but it
I
gives
think that's the problem.
yeah,
I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem. You're expecting too much out of Steven Seagal.
Look, after Into the Sun, I didn't expect too much, but the thing is, the way they kind of frame it here, it's like it gives a sense of that, right?
Yeah, it's really bad.
And so it's like it's a good bit of promise in the fact that like this is a character who has to understand, like, if you have the power to save people, why don't you go and do it? But the thing is, he did have this power before, but all it's ever brought for him is just like destruction, and like, you know, all he's done is end lives, and he's never been able to save anyone, right?
I'm going the wrong way in Assassin's Creed 3. Okay.
Yeah, you see, that's exactly how the film went, because the thing is, like, it offers this kind of like interesting narrative, right? But then it's like he has like maybe a 2-second circle before he goes and says, okay, fine, I'll rescue her, right? But I was hoping that while he was rescuing her, like, maybe he only beats them down and he doesn't kill people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, in that sense, preserving his oaths that he's made when he converted to Buddhism. But no, he instead calls his ex-operative friends, right?
Yeah.
He calls in a favor from this guy who he trains with, and what's the term? He goes in and kills a bunch of people, and he shows no remorse. He shows no care for what he's done.
But peace was never an option, all right?
That's the thing. Just like with your game, Austin, where you're going the wrong direction. This movie went in a completely different direction that it didn't know where. Like, it shouldn't have gone. It shouldn't have went there. It's like, it's so odd, because it's like, this man is haunted by like his past, by a violent past that he has committed, where he's killed people, and he acknowledges the fact that when he killed people, all he did was add to the cycle of violence, right?
I'm killing people right now, and I'm adding to the cycle of violence, unironically.
Yeah,
okay.
and so when he contacts these ex-operatives, and these ex-operatives are killing a whole bunch of people.
Also, these people all just happen to be in Thailand, apparently.
Yeah.
For some reason. That's really fucking odd.
Yeah, and
they all just happen to be in... Well, hold on, I understand for one of them, because I think she was like a policewoman or some shit.
Yeah,
there,
one of them were police, yes.
Yeah, but the other two had no reason to be in fucking random Thailand. Like, they all like do you think when they were disbanding the group, they're like, alright, we're disbanding the group, then this is where our paths end, we will never see each other again, right? And then they all just took the same bus home.
They all took the same bus to Thailand. It's like, and they're all like, what are you doing on this bus, dude? I thought we were gonna go our separate ways. Like, yeah, I'm taking this is the bus to my separate ways. Like, where are you going? Thailand. Where are you going? Thailand. It's like, huh. Okay, sure, let's just go off to Thailand then, whatever.
I actually live in Thailand, by the other girl.
Yeah, the other girl.
By the way, they just randomly exploited this fucking girl in this movie for fucking...
Yeah, they don't treat her well at all, and I hate it too. But the thing is, here's the thing, because once they introduce these ex-operatives, while beforehand it felt like a philosophical meditation on violence and like what it means to help others when you have the power to help them in this way, or should you even use it if all it does is hurt people.
She has 42,000 followers on Instagram, apparently.
I like
That's
that.
Good to know.
I like that you looked that up.
I looked that up because she doesn't have a Wikipedia page. I googled her name, and that was the first thing that popped up was her Wikipedia page.
That's fucking funny.
I mean, not her Instagram page.
Yeah, but it's like you had like. It's like a philosophical meditation piece on violence, right? But in the first half, and I'm fine with that. It's a little heavy-handed on Steven Seagal's part, if only because Steven Seagal. It's Steven Seagal, and whenever he tries to say something that sounds wise, it comes off as pretentious from him, you know?
Yeah.
Mainly because of how he acts and how he portrays himself.
Yeah. Yeah, good old,
good old Steven Seagal. But
I almost got caught by the British.
Yeah. You rescue the children, but not the British children, Austin.
No, I won't rescue the British children. They see me. I have to go hide.
Anyway,
I'm trying to infiltrate the fort. Yeah.
Where was I? Okay, so it's a little heavy-handed on Steven Seagal's part, right? But
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
yeah, and so but it's like it's fine if we as long as we get to the as long as the story is cohesive. Because the thing is, in the first half, it really much was a cohesive story, right?
Yeah.
As much as I found it a bit heavy-handed in Steven Seagal, whenever I see Steven Seagal on the on picture, he kind of ruins it just by being there because he's not much of an actor. At least from what I've seen, because I haven't seen all his movies, and we're only watching the 5, so I'll have to watch the rest of his films to give a proper analysis. But from here,
wait, don't worry. I'm telling you, we're gonna rank every Steven Seagal movie at some point.
yeah, so it's cohesive. But then we go to him accepting the job, right, to rescue Tara, and so that's fine. And so I'm like okay, we'll see where this goes from here on, right? And so so he goes out and so this is where things kind of falls apart here. Now,
yeah,
we're at the part where he's basically going around asking questions, or he just happens to be helping people, right? Yeah. And so he uses his martial arts and he fights off the bad guys, right? Now, this is also a negative that I'm about to point out, because the thing is, whenever he's fighting these people, it seems to imply that he's kind of accepted the violence, his violent past, and he's going to continue being violent, if only because there's CGI blood. Also, the CGI blood is probably the worst thing you ever see.
Wait, did you notice that CGI blood in this movie?
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Oh, they caught me. Oh, the British has caught me. I am now running away. Where the fuck's the British captain? Oh no. I really don't know where the fuck I'm going. I made it there he is. Alright, hey,
okay, so
okay, yeah, keep talking.
Okay,
I'm just fighting
all right,
British.
all right.
I'm just fighting the British. Yeah,
okay,
keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
The thing is, it's like first of all, CGI blood, the worst thing I've ever seen. But also implies that he's killing them. So I'm like, why are you gonna add this? This ruins the whole narrative they were building in the first half.
Climb the fuck up, Connor. Climb up the fucking building.
And so that's the whole thing. And so but then you introduce the operatives when he's like, first he calls in a favor from a fellow student, a fellow disciple, I guess. Because they both work under the same teacher, and so they're helping each other out and to fight. And so I thought it was going to be just those two fighting like the rest of the gang, which would have been great, right?
Yeah,
but then
2v1.
Yeah, or two versus the whole gang, right? And either way, it's great. And so later on, it's just like you get like he starts calling people his ex-operatives, these special forces operatives that he was friends with, right? And then suddenly starts becoming a different tone, like a different movie altogether.
This movie just changed into a different movie.
Yeah, and so again, it feels like it's like Steven Seagal is trying to do a John Wick thing, because that's how he kind of treats himself, like he treats his own character when he's calling up all these other people, where he happens to know these other people. They were in the same team. They have these dynamics between each other, but they don't work because, first of all, this kind of feeling doesn't belong in this movie because of the tone you established in the first half of it. And then he's working with them. They have a whole plan to like. It feels like it feels like a very odd spy movie where like, we're gonna infiltrate this club. This is how they work. This is how we're gonna go in. This is how we're gonna get out. And then they go in, and then they go in. And then, like, they start killing people. Like, Steven Seagal brings out a gun and starts shooting other people. And I'm just like, weren't you just saying before that you converted to Buddhism because of violent past?
People would know about William. People will learn of my peace. People will know of my peaceful way through violence. All right.
Oh my god, it's so annoying, and it's like. He starts killing people so brazenly. He shows no remorse, and it's just like I'm like, you throughout the first half of this movie we're talking about the fact that you like you will regret your violent past. That's why you converted to Buddhism.
You don't understand. Only kung fu, right? He only regrets it through kung fu, but through a gun, right? Only kung fu can be corrupted, but a gun
can never be corrupted.
A gun is always evil, okay? But kung fu, it can be good, but due to man, right? It is now evil. So the only way to wash away the sins of kung fu is to use a gun.
Oh my god. this is the thing, and then he goes to the final boss. He goes to Q-Mom, right?
Yeah.
And
Who did not have any vampire powers? It turned out in the
Right.
end. That was the worst part. They like during that scene where we'll go back to it. They hyped up this guy about he still fucking missed, like he had some fucking darkness. I thought it was like, oh, okay, does he actually have fucking dark powers? No, he's just a fucking idiot who doesn't want to go outside because he's a lazy fuck.
No, because that's the thing. Because like throughout the whole movie, they show Q-Mom as he's a stone, like he's honestly an intimidating person, to be honest with you. Because the thing is they do this kind of, it's a bit of a cliche if I remember. I believe this was done before, but like there's this punchy bag while he's trying to talk to the guy who owes him money, and so he's punching he's doing this whole punching bag thing, and so he unzips the bag and then a body falls out, right? And so like that's intimidating, especially to a guy like who owes him money, and so I'm like, oh Jesus, that's kind of fucked up, right? And so and it's also like when he's trying to convince Tara to heal him and stuff, to give him what he wants. He brings people from her village, and then basically saying, okay, look at these 5 cards. They represent these 5 people. So I'm gonna flip the middle card, and what you see in the card will decide how he dies, right? And it shows like a fist, right? And so he kills him in like literally one punch. Like he breaks it. He breaks his chest in, and he just starts choking on his blood, and that's intimidating, you know?
Yeah.
And it shows a scene where like he it does it backwards, and I kind of like how they do this. Like I kind of
that backwards scene. Yeah, that scene was actually really nice.
Yeah,
that was actually a goodly film scene. I don't think Steven Seagal filmed that scene though.
No, yeah, because
I think someone else filmed that scene for Steven Seagal.
No, yeah, the thing is, Steven Seagal isn't directing. He's only directed one movie.
No. Wait, you don't understand. He ghost directs all of his movies, alright?
He ghost directs.
Yeah.
But the director definitely had a good sense. Like well, we'll get into the positives of this movie later. But we're talking about the story mainly for the most part. But like it has this very nice thing where it's essentially like it goes backwards from like you see a mulched body to going up to the grinder, and then you see like a hand like essentially backward gives itself into like from grinded to ungrinded.
Yeah, we basically see this cool reversal. Reversal.
Yeah, it's a whole reversal on basically on how they get rid of these people, right? And this is first of all, it's very cool. I'm kind of into it, but I'm also kind of not. But it's just more like it just felt out of nowhere. This is probably my issue with it. But But it shows what kind of guy this is, right? He's like, this guy just cares for nobody but himself, right? And so it shows that he has power. Like this guy could he treats people as ironic I suppose I will say as it is. He treats them like a punching bag. He treats them as however he wants, right? And he has the power to back it up because he just kills the guy in one punch. And then he goes and fights Steven Seagal. Here's the thing. This guy is built up to be an intimidating motherfucker. But he meets Steven Seagal, he becomes a basic bitch. And it annoys the shit out of me.
That's the power of Steven Seagal.
It annoys the shit out of me. Again, this is the whole white savior-esque thing, but with Steven Seagal. And so, it's
I'm telling you, there's no such thing as white savior. There's only such thing as, it's only Steven Seagal savior. That's what it is. It's
only a Seagal savior. That's how it goes. But oh my god,
I'm being chased. Climb up the fucking building, Connor, you fucking idiot.
It's so annoying. And so when he fights him, like he beats him up soundly, right? And then he gets a broadsword that were decorations in the office. And then he kills him, like in the most brutal fashion. He cuts his arm off and he slices his neck open. And it's so. And also, this is where the CGI blood is kind of the worst because like they close up on the arm and stuff, and it's just clear that it's CGI. And it's this whole thing where it's like it's about him and his violent past, and he's like, I was hoping it would be more that kind of thing that you'd see, like maybe not exactly like it, but more in a similar vein. I was kind of hoping it'd be like that thing in Kung Fu Hustle, where the main character, he beats up the bad guy, right, but he doesn't kill him, and because the thing is, the bad guy was so in awe of the martial arts that this guy had. It's like. And then the main character's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll teach you, dude. And then this guy is just so humbled by it that he starts crying. Just he renounces his evil ways.
I think the problem is Steven Seagal's kung fu was not as good as Steven Crow. Not Crow. Is it Crow? No, Chow. Steven Chow. Yeah, there we go. Steven Chow's kung fu. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why.
That's the thing. And so it's like
Steven Seagal has not trained enough to reach that level of kung fu.
Yeah, and it's really annoying because it's like. Also, like, I know, like, what I'm suggesting kind of feel like would honestly like it would unfortunately add to the Steven Seagal savior aspect of things, but it would have worked better with the narrative that he built on in the first place, right? And so it's like why do you kill him? Why? And so it's like. I feel like he noticed, like it feels like this, like he noticed that what he preached and what he did by the end of the movie was a direct contradiction with each other, and then he goes off saying, "Oh yeah, if we just became kind, you know, and if we honored traditional values of martial arts, then you know, martial arts would not be diseased and dying as it is today." But it's like this like what you're saying is nice and all, I guess. Even it sounds pretentious as fuck when you hear it from Steven Seagal, but it's like this has nothing to do with what you set up your character for. It has nothing to do with it. Like the thing is, and also like the thing is, this lesson that you have at the end would have probably worked better if it was if you continue with the philosophical aspect that you were discussing, right? Because like it's also kind of set up in the first half too, but the second half ruins it. Because the thing in the first half, he's like there's this neat scene where he's talking about like how like where he says like if you remain calm and empty, like when you're doing a certain stance or float or set of martial arts, right? The moth on you that settles on you will not leave.
Yeah. They had this whole. I mean, that scene wasn't actually bad. I was actually good when him and the guy were doing like this training exercise, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, with the butterfly. Yeah, I actually like that scene.
Yeah, that was good. And so it's like this is good, right? It's like now if you built on that where he if he peacefully defeated like the gang or something, right? And like he all he does is just defeat them, not like humble them through to his martial arts, even if they had a gun or whatever, right? This would have worked a lot better. Then the ending soliloquy would have worked, right? But you basically have it so that's it's like this whole philosophical thing, and then it suddenly becomes a Steven Seagal movie where he's just shooting and killing people, right?
It becomes a Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah.
Isn't that every Steven Seagal movie? It's just a Steven Seagal movie.
It's just a Steven Seagal movie. It's just it's so annoying because it's like. This film had a potential here. It actually had a potential in the first half, but then they abandoned it and just become a generic action film in the end.
Yeah, that was a big problem I had with this movie.
And it's just like, also like there's some things that first of all the ex-operatives are just there. They're there.
Yeah,
they add nothing.
It's so fucking random for all of them, with the exception of the female girl.
Yeah.
To be because she was an actual police officer in this fucking town. Right, that makes sense for her, but it was just like everyone else was just so fucking random for them to be here, right?
Yeah, it's just like they don't add anything to the story either, except for just the action scenes, right? Like it literally could have just done with Steven Seagal's character, and I believe I'm trying to find this other character here. I don't know what his name is.
I think his name is Chen Man.
Is it Chen Man?
I guess so. According to the cast list, I don't know why Infidel is listed
higher. I think it would be. It's Chen Man. The actor is Xu Wong Fan, right?
Yeah. But I don't know why Infidel's actor is listed higher than fucking him.
I don't know, man. But it's like you have basically Axe and Chen Man are. It's like these two. Like if you could have just worked with these two characters, right? Yeah. And you could have just had him defeating the gang, and then basically through the use of
just both of them defeating the gang. Yeah,
just through their use of peaceful martial arts or whatever, it could have shown that it could have shown that while he recognized, it could have been like Axe recognizes that he does have the power to stop evil, but he doesn't have to do it the way that he did before because he learned that through martial arts, right? and he learned it through the traditional values that are taught through martial arts, where it's not is where it's just like like maybe I don't know, the redirection of like a force or whatever, and like subduing hostile intentions, that kind of thing, or and that would have worked fine because he would have shown us through the action of that, right? We contemplate it in the first half, we see it in action in the second half. The soliloquy would work then. Right?
Yeah.
But you have these operators who don't belong in this type of movie, right? Who ruin the tone and narrative of the movie. You have your characters killing everybody. That goes in contradiction of the soliloquy that you have at the end and what you set up in the beginning, right? And it's really annoying. I'm like, why? It doesn't make sense. And there are also some questionable choices that they do here and there, which annoyed me as well. But like, there's this whole thing where it's like, you could like, there's this where Steven Seagal kind of stops the character from committing suicide. But honestly, that scene just like, okay, we get it, you're a nice guy, but this feels like you're an acupuncturist, you help people already. Okay, we see that you do that. We don't need the whole suicide thing already. That just adds nothing to it.
Yeah.
It's just filler. And so like, there's also this thing where Chenman and Axe are under the same teacher, and then there's this random out of the cut shit where the teacher is like reveals that he is Chenman's father, but it's like I am your father. It's like, oh, why did you tell me if this was the right time? And then that's it. That does nothing for his character at all. Like, what does this do? What does this do for anybody? Like, what the fuck? Like, if anything, the only purpose of that scene is just to show off how much Seagal is like. It's like Steven Seagal is kind of like jerking off to himself in here in this a little bit.
Of course, like in every single movie he's in.
Yeah, because basically in every single movie he's in. Because the thing is, in here it's like his teacher's talking about like how he's traveling to the less off the as traveled path, or whatever the fuck you call it, on the path less traveled by. And so, and then Steven Seagal comes in and says, "Oh, he basically spouts some wisdom nonsense." Like, the thing is, if it was played by a better character, hell, if it was played by Chen Man, it would have sounded like it fit, right? But like from Steven Seagal, it just sounds pretentious as fuck, and he's trying to come off as a wise man when he comes up as like a dickhead,
Being chased by the redcoats. Oop. Help me, colonial Minuteman soldier. Help me fight against the British.
Jesus.
I'm being chased. Help me. Oh, okay, no, the colonial British soldier has turned on me as well.
But that's the thing. It's just like,
yeah.
He jerks himself up to in this scene, and it's just like, what the fuck, dude? You're just a pretentious shithead. You're sounding like a pretentious shithead here because you don't know how to like portray the wisdom behind the fucking words that you're spouting off.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is that like this whole thing annoys me because it's like, he has a good first half set up.
They're still chasing me, by the way.
The
Colonial and the British has teamed up against me.
Jesus Christ! But that's the thing. It's like he has a good first half, and but he ruins it like by he essentially shoots himself in the foot because he does like it feels like he doesn't know how to make a film without like having some guns or something and him killing a whole bunch of people. It annoys the shit out of me, and so it's like. The thing is, this movie is shot well. This movie is actually pretty much shot well. It's like it has some really nice scenery shots. It has like some creativity in it, like with the reversal scene, and it has some nice set pieces.
I'm still being chased by the British and colonial soldiers.
And it has some nice sets with like the fucking with Q-Mom's like office, because there's like it's all white with a nice red motif, like red trees, like a red symbol and stuff, and it looks good. It looks good. Yeah. But it's like the story just drags it down so much. It's just like, you had the first half. It's like I was honestly interested in the first half of this movie, but then the second half just ruins everything, and I'm just so disappointed.
The second half is just another movie that they fucking had.
God, it's just a disappointment. I hate it's just like the first half is worth the watch. Honestly, but the second half ruins everything else that the first half sets up, and it's just ugh. So, if I'm gonna I'll give it a rating here. I give it let's see. I give it 6 out of 10 Steven Seagals. Okay.
All right. I give the first half 7 Steven Seagals out of Steven Seagal. I give the second half 5 Steven Seagals out of Steven Seagals. Therefore, by math, this is a 12 out of 10 Steven Seagal. I mean, 12 out of 20 Steven Seagal.
Uh-huh.
That's like a B. What is that? That's like a C. No, that's even a C, right? That's a D, right?
Yeah, we'll say it's a D. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
But,
I'll give it a D, Steven Seagal.
But God, dude, it's. I mean, if we're gonna rank it among, like, to be honest with me, if we do, like, I know we were doing the 1, 2, 3, 4 thing, but this will replace 2 and push the other ones down. Honestly.
Oh. I will put this within my top 10 Steven Seagal list. This is not in the top 10.
It's not in the top 10.
Even though we've only seen 5 Steven Seagal movies, within the top
true.
10 Steven Seagal movie list
That's
I have
true.
created.
That's true.
It is this is not in the top 10.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen anything else, so we'll find out, I suppose.
Yeah. Just like we'll probably find this out beyond the law.
Oh my God.
That's a foreshadowing.
That's not how
As we like to call it.
foreshadowing works, damn it. God.
Alright. Alright, that's it. Alright. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands. Okay, thanks, bye.